Hello everyone, thanks for taking a look at my video and my channel, and welcome to Grand Union. So guys, today is a giant thank you day, and I have to first and most importantly give a giant shout out and thank you to Pat from Nintendo Talk. Pat, I hope you're watching this video. Man, I have to say thank you so much for what you did on your live stream. That was just absolutely amazing. Honestly, I was just so shocked and surprised that you'd mentioned my channel and me on your channel. So thank you. That was so kind of you, and just amazing, honestly. To all of Nintendo Talk subscribers that came over, guys, I have to say thank you so much. Like, I can definitely feel the love. It was really super awesome of you. I got so many people that watched my video and gave me thumbs up, and a lot of people commented, and I have over 200 subscribers now. I was like, oh my gosh, this is like crazy, honestly. Just I knew I would get subscribers someday, but it's just amazing. So guys, thank you so much. Everybody that left a comment, I put a little heart next to your comment because I read every single one of them, and it's really cool. All right, guys, let me take a run down to the orchard, and I'm gonna plant myself here on the park bench. And I'll tell you a little bit about, there's Dom in the background. All right, well, we got some views of Dom, one of the best sheep villagers, besides Curlos. All right, so how did I come about Animal Crossing? Well, I've watched YouTube videos, creators for years. It's just something I've always done, and not necessarily like gaming videos. Like I watch cooking shows, RV shows, building a cabin off grid, travel channels, that kind of stuff. So those are all things that I really enjoy. And I guess I started watching gaming, I'm gonna say maybe around 2014 was like when I first started like watching people that were gamers actually game on YouTube. And it was like SimCity was like the game that I was interested in getting. And I wanted to like check out like what the game was all about first before I went out and bought it, and like really got into like watching people build. And so my style and type of gaming that I enjoy is like a time management game. So designing a city, or Project High Rise, or Two Point Hospital, or the Banished game, something like that. I really enjoy that type of building and management style, and kind of just it's fun and creative, but it makes your brain hurt all at the same time. Yeah, isn't that fun? That's a fun way to spend your time off, right? So fast forward to 2020, I started seeing little pictures show up in different people's pages on YouTube that Animal Crossing was coming. Look forward to Animal Crossing. And I'm like, what is Animal Crossing? Like, I don't know what this is. I kind of knew, like, I didn't even know what New Leaf was called. Animal Crossing New Leaf. I didn't even know. I just knew there was a previous game to New Horizons. And then obviously the game came out in 2020 in March, right at the time of the pandemic. So I was still working through the entire pandemic, which was a blessing, but it was super stressful. And I started watching people play Animal Crossing, and I was like, all right, well, I'll watch it, but I don't really think I'm going to like it. And like immediately like fell in love with the game. Like, I'm like, you gotta be kidding me. This thing is like awesome. Like, you go and you pick out like what your island's going to look like. You name your island, you throw your villager campsites around and place them, and then you just kind of go through like a storyline for a few days, and then eventually you're kind of just left on your own to like work on your island at your own pace the way you want to. So I thought that was really cool. So in May of 2020, like towards the end of May, I went to Target and I bought myself a Switch Lite and a hard copy of the Animal Crossing game and started playing the game. And I'm not an online member, so like I don't have like a dream address and don't have like the custom patterns. So if you've watched the video, you obviously can tell that I'm kind of like a basic Animal Crossing player. But I really enjoy my island, and if you were to say to me, like, what type of island design are you going for? And really, it's just kind of like I guess you'd call it island core. It basically is like coming to an island, like a real island, and when you get off Dodo Airlines, you step off near resident services, and you can go to a park, you can go to the shopping area, you can walk out to the museum, you can go through residential neighborhoods, you can go up through a woodland walkway, out to an orchard, to a Zen garden, to the citrus grove, and then eventually out to the campsite. And then also walk along all the beaches. And I kind of like wanted each area to be specific, but also kind of all tie in together as like a real island, like what it would look like. So that was kind of my thought process behind it. And then when I got done doing the island, so I was watching, obviously, Pat. He did a lot of island tours back in the day, which I just thought were amazing. So probably, maybe even some of you that he came and visited your island back in the early days, like maybe you'll actually see like little snippets of like your design in my island. Because honestly, a lot of ideas that I got were just kind of taken from other people's islands. Because I liked how like all the different colored flowers were kept together, but the different types of flowers. So it'd be like all the same color flower, but they were all different types of flowers. Where before I would keep like all the same type of flower with all the different colors, if that makes sense. Kind of like behind me, like you see all the hyacinths. It's the red, the yellow, and the white. Well, that's basically how I kept my hyacinths together. All the different colors of the hyacinths would be together. But then you go off to the next yard and it would be all the roses, and it would be all the different colored roses. Well, now I don't do that. I actually say, this house is going to have roses. No, this house is going to have red roses, and then it's going to have all the other red flowers as well. And that's kind of how I am setting it up right now. And I really like it. I think it looks really cute. So, come the end of the year, in 2020, I ended up doing my first island tour. Because I'm not online, I can't be one of the people that I hold up my hand and be like, come and check out my island. I'd love you to come and, critique it and then, give me some feedback. Yeah, no, I can't do that. So I decided to put the camera in front of my Switch and hold it awkwardly. And guys, that video is actually up. It's my very first video. It's a big hot train wreck, just so you know. But you actually can see what my island looked like at the end of the very first year. And, I want to say I put myself in front of the camera, but I put myself out there where while I'm doing my video, I have to also talk at the same time, because people aren't just going to want to watch me run all around, on my island and me not say anything, because it's going to be kind of like what's going on right now. So that was kind of different to actually create the commentary, to be able to just kind of talk. So, and I've gotten better about being able to talk and kind of talk freely. So, but if you ever want to take a look at my old island video, that's pretty much my first video. So come the beginning of December, my island was finished again for 2021, and my favorite time of year, guys, is spring and summer. So I pushed my recent video was the last fireworks event for August. I wanted my friends to actually see the August fireworks, because my 16 first subscribers, most of them really are actually true life friends that subscribe to my channel. So they often ask me what's going on my island and what my villagers are up to, and it's kind of nice that they want to know what's going on, and it kind of keeps me somewhat engaged to want to actually get back into the game and try to figure out how to make a video that's kind of somewhat interesting that people would want to watch. But so I set the time recently to September, and I did my video, my island video. So the most recent island tour video is September 3rd. And my plan for next year, for 2022, is actually I'm not going to delete and restart my video or delete and restart my island because of the 2.0 update. I'm actually going to, and I'm not leveling either because I don't want to have my arms, my fingers fall off from holding the Pro Controller, and you know how fun it is to landscape and then waterscape. So I'm actually going to just terraform the areas that need to be terraformed and do waterscape. Basically, the island is going to turn into a big, huge mess for a while. Like, there's going to be probably 5,000 under construction signs tossed all around as I start ripping things apart. But I kind of have an idea of what I want to do in my head, and hopefully you guys are going to want to come along and, you know, see what I'm doing. And not really sure, like, in the past I've always just kind of done all the work off screen and then just kind of did a walkthrough video while I was doing my dailies of this is what I'm doing in this area. But maybe I'll do a video where I'm actually like doing some terraforming or waterscaping so you can actually see what the process looks like. So hopefully you'd be interested in that. And yeah, that's my plan for next year. I don't have a theme at all for next year. It's still kind of basically island core, but it's going to be basically just moving the villages around, probably replacing a few villagers, and just setting up the island just a little bit different. So just to kind of give it some new uniqueness to it. So, and I think that'll be fun. Hopefully you guys will enjoy it. All right, guys. Well, it's been like 12 minutes of me talking here and you getting to know a little bit about me. And yeah, so I want to thank you so much for taking the time to watch this, learn a little bit about me and what my plans are for next year. And I guess until next time, thanks for stopping by Grand Union. We'll talk to you soon, all right? Thanks a lot. Take care. Bye.